Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and when I say, baby, I got my titties all, baby, I got my titties all out today, baby. Baby, I don't know who I think I'm trying to pull. Girl, where you going with that shirt on, Noel? This is my house shirt. Girl, you really got on the, bitch, you really got on the goddamn low-cut V-neck shirt that you done cut. Girl, I remember, listen, this when I was about 40 pounds smaller. Girl, I remember I wore this shirt to Atlanta one time. Bitch, I thought I was fine, baby. I was all at the motherfucking club. Titties just out. Yes, fam, looking for me a man. Anyway, so yeah, I need to go to the grocery store. I really need to go. Like, I have nothing in my goddamn refrigerator or freezer. Girl, but some peas and carrots and some french fries. Exactly. Anyway, child. Yeah, let's get into hot topics. Before I get into hot topics, I wanted to say this. I was listening to Ari Lennox's album. First of all, the album is amazing. And I just remember her going off a few weeks ago about people, if you don't support the LGBT. I think she has a gay sister, I'm not sure. Even if she doesn't, I don't know. But I think she has a gay sibling. And she was going off about, basically, if you don't support the LGBTQ community, then don't support her. Girl, I feel the same way. Like, if you don't support, like, why are you on my page? Like, why are you over here? Anyways, but and I just remember when she made those comments about not supporting the community, don't support her. I remember just reading, and I'm not about to go into all of that because I'm just not. But I just remember reading some of the comments, and people were saying stuff like, "Oh, we don't even know who you are, anyways. Who are you? Like, we don't care about you." And I think it's so funny how when we get people who actually support us and realize that we are an oppressed group, that you have these niggas, black people, especially black people, who feel as though there cannot be another group of people that go through shit. It's just not possible. The only people that go through shit is black people. Okay. And then y'all will dog her out for saying that she supports us. But then let a white person say, do something that's pretty much should be standard. Let a white person call out racism, or let a white person acknowledge the fact that they have white privilege. Bitch, y'all invite them hoes all to the goddamn barbecue. Ooh, she invited to the barbecue. Ooh, he invited to the cookout. Ooh, he invited to the cookout. Bitch, you done invited all these white folk. Bitch, where you gonna sit? And girl, my grandmama, she gonna start asking questions. Girl, why are these white people here? What's going on? I thought this was a family reunion. Where all these white people come from now? We got a couple white people in my family by marriage, of course. But girl, it's a couple. So I just think it's funny how, like, black people, when you hear somebody speak up against another group of people, especially gay people, all of a sudden, we don't know her, we don't care about you, girl, go away, we didn't care about you anyways. But then let a white person say something about black people, or calling out racism, or acknowledging white privilege. Oh, she invited to the cookout. She invited to the cookout. Girl, what? Because she did something that's decent? You just gonna start inviting people to places just because they did something that was decent? Okay, girl. Thank you. But no, you can't come, but thank you though. Girl. Anyways, Amber Guyger, the white bitch who killed that black man, I almost said black boy, that was a grown ass man. Who killed that black man? His name was Botham Jean in Dallas. Basically, long story short, he was in his apartment. She said that she thought that she went to his apartment, inside of his apartment. She thought that she was in her apartment. So because she thought she was in her apartment, she shot and killed. She murdered Botham Jean. I hope I'm saying his name the correct way. They found her guilty yesterday. They say today that she's going to get, she was sentenced to 10 years in prison, which more than likely the bitch probably going to serve 30 days. Y'all already know how that shit works. Y'all, I don't know why y'all was all online pissed off. Y'all gonna stop. I made a decision a long time ago that I'm going to try not to get pissed off at shit that I already know. That's just the way it works. She got 10 years. She could have gotten up to 99. She got 10 years. She might serve 1. Some people say she might serve 5. There's really nothing to say. We know that cops literally get away with murder. Get away. This was what the second time that a cop was convicted, you know, came back with a guilty verdict over the fact that you actually murdered someone. I don't know. I just think like, even when cops say shit like, "Oh, I was nervous, he had a gun," or "he had a gun," like I remember somebody said this online, like, y'all bitches are around people with guns all day long. When you went to the police academy, weren't you around motherfuckers with guns? So it's just so baffling to me that you come across this one black person who had a registered gun in his car, and bitch, you get nervous? Like you ain't never been around no guns before? Okay. The bitch going to prison as she should. She was up there the other day with that white woman cry. No tourists coming down. No tourists coming down, just making a whole bunch of goddamn noise. Bitch, shut up. You ain't even crying, ho. You just trying to squeeze the tear from that goddamn eye. And what shit falling. Don't nobody give a fuck about your tears. Send that hoe to jail. Send that hoe to jail. What she need to be. A lot of them need to be there. You know, I don't trust the cops. I do not trust the cops. It's just almost sad that I would rather probably deal with somebody who broke into my apartment or whatever, deal with it on my own, than rather call the cops. Because, bitch, you might try to say I broke into my own shit. Oh, child. Anyways, let's talk about Erica Campbell. Look, Erica Campbell let it be known that Warryn Campbell, her husband, he's a fantastic music producer, songwriter. He cheated on her. I mean, girl. Bitch, I said, what the fuck is Tina? What the fuck is Tina? Because Tina took her trifling ass husband back, and that nigga said, I think he said he had what, 10 infidelities? Like, he had a lot. He cheated on Tina a lot, bitch. And Tina still took that nigga back. The first thing I'm gonna say is this. Cheating happens. It just does. And it's not gonna stop. I do believe, and I've had this conversation with my brother-in-law, men are not gonna stop cheating because they know for a fact women are going to take them back. Men will not stop cheating until they realize that these bitches ain't playing no games with us. But they know for a fact, if I cheat, 9 times out of 10, that bitch ain't going nowhere. And if we got some kids, she damn sure ain't going nowhere. So I'm gonna go out here, dip in some little pussy, and then come back home. And if she find out, she might hit me, she might slap me, she might get mad. But in about 3 weeks, I'm gonna be back fucking her. And she gonna be back cooking for me. It's not a mistake when you sleep with somebody. Do you hear me? It's not a mistake. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. You don't mistakenly fall in some pussy. You don't mistakenly just hop on a dick and do a full split. You did that shit on purpose. A mistake is, oh, I forgot to take out the chicken this morning before I went to work. A mistake is, oh my God, I accidentally put garlic powder in the food and I wasn't supposed to. That's a mistake. A mistake is not crawling into some cooch, okay? And my whole thing with the cheating thing is this. When you cheated on your partner, did you think about them? No. Either way, to me, it's a lose-lose, because if you told me you thought about me and you still cheated on me, bitch, what? And if you told me you didn't think about me and you in a relationship, what? You cheated and you didn't give a damn what the consequences were. Now, bitch, let me tell you something. I've been trifling, Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I got a squeaky record because I don't. I was young. I was in my 20s, and I know you can't keep using it as an excuse. But the truth of the matter is, people get passes sometimes. But I wasn't walking around here when I knew I was out here running these streets cheating on this boy who I was dating. After it was all said and done, I knew I was just being a trifling ass nigga. It wasn't none of that, oh, I made a mistake. It was just like, bitch, you was being real trifling. He never found out. You know what I'm saying? Until now, if he watched my videos. Hey, I don't even know where he at, y'all. But I wasn't making these excuses up of, oh, you know, it was a mistake. No, I knew what the fuck I was doing. I was trifling, didn't give a fuck. That's all it was. But of course, ain't nobody gonna say that. Girl, your husband is trifling. That's it. Your husband is trifling. It ain't none of that, oh, he's a good man that made a mistake. No. Does he deserve the electric chair? No. No. Nobody deserves the electric chair because they cheat. However, we gonna give you a title of trifling. You trifling as fuck. End the conversation. You trifling. Warryn is trifling, or at least he was. I mean, people stay in relationships for whatever reasons. Like I said, I get it too that sometimes cheating is not so black and white, you know. I understand that her and Warryn have been together for a very long time. So I'm not going to really call her stupid for staying with Warryn. Because they have been together for a very long time. They have a lot invested in this relationship, I guess. However, we're not going to make excuses for the motherfucker cheating. You know, I was working, I was doing this, he was telling me to come home, and girl, what? So you make an excuse? And I think Tamron asked her, so you blamed yourself? Oh, no, I didn't blame myself. Well, it sounds like you are, bitch. It sounds like you are. And like my whole thing is this, like, even if you're not at home, what they got, it's kind of like when Curtis cheated on Dr. Jackie, and he was like, you're never here, you're always at the hospital, you're always working. That may be true, but what does that have to do with you going out and fucking another bitch? So are you telling me that y'all didn't have a sex life? Or are you just telling me that when she came home, it was just a quick bam, bam, get your nut and go to sleep? Because y'all still fucking at the end of the day, even if it was a quick whatever, you know, whatever. So I get confused on when people come up with these reasonings for why they cheated. You wasn't here. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that if they were not having sex, because I'm going to be realistic about it. If you're not having sex, and I don't care what nobody say, if you're not having sex, I can definitely see in that type of situation how somebody could go out and be like, fuck this shit, I'm about to fuck somebody. It may sound trifling, it may sound fucked up, and no, sex is not the main thing in a relationship, but it's one of them. And if y'all go from fucking 6 days a week to 3 days a week, to one time every 2 weeks, to one time every 3 months, to one time a year, bitch, it's a good chance somebody gonna go out and hop on a dick and do a full split, or somebody gonna go out there and get into some pussy. I'm just saying. So I understand I feel like there are layers to things like this. But Erica, girl, your man was trifling. End the conversation. End the conversation. He went out there and fucked the bitch and knew your ass wasn't gonna leave. At the end of the day, he put everything on the line for a new piece of pussy. His family, his kids, his career, everything for a new piece of pussy. I hope it was good. What Tina at? Tina was a crazy bitch, but Tina was some good goddamn TV. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Anyways, child. Did y'all hear about the woman at the Bronx Zoo? Now, there was a woman who, I didn't even know zoos were set up like this. I went to the zoo a few years ago with my niece. This is when I only had one. I have two nieces. And I remember going to the zoo, and I remember everything pretty much being blocked off, especially like lions and shit like that. Like, I just remember like they were like way back, and it was some big ass glass up. You see what I'm saying? Like they couldn't get to you. So The Bronx Zoo, this woman, and y'all, this is the part that y'all gonna, girl. This woman went to the zoo. She crawled over the barriers, I believe. And there was like, what is it called? Like, the lions were on the other side. In order for there was like a space. What is it called? A mont? I can't pronounce it. I don't know. I saw it online. Basically, it's like a space in between. This bitch was a black woman. Now, anybody else, if you would have heard the story, you would have swore now that bitch was white. This bitch done crawled over, went inside the goddamn lion's den. It was over there dancing and doing shit like this. The only reason why that lion didn't get to her ass was because they couldn't get to her ass. This is exactly what I said. And it's gonna sound so fucked up. That bitch deserved to die. If you gonna take your stupid ass inside of a lion's den and stand in front of that motherfucker and be dancing and doing a two-step, that lion should have jumped across that hole and had him some good, dark Popeyes chicken. The sad thing about it is if that lion would have destroyed that goddamn black woman, they would have probably had to kill that lion. When that lion did what it's supposed to do. Fuck you up if you come into that shit. Do you hear me? They would have killed that lion. I said you could tell that was probably Simba. Because Mufasa would have jumped over that hole and got that bitch. Do you hear me? No questions asked. Mufasa, he would have found a way to get across that goddamn to the other side to get that hoe. And it would have been a wrap. And he would have been dead because they would have had to shoot him because he did something that's natural. I said that bitch. If you watch my videos, you dumb girl. You should have been dead. You should have been dead. You should have been dead. No questions asked. Anyways, child. Did y'all hear about Matthew Knowles? Shout out to Matthew Knowles. He let it be known that he had breast cancer. Has breast cancer. I was confused, honestly, because when I was watching the interview, it sounded like he said he had it. Now he doesn't. Then it was talking like he still has it. So I was confused. All I'm gonna say is this: y'all need to. That breast cancer shit is real. I think a lot of men, I think that it's not common for men to catch breast cancer. I'm going to put a link in the description box. We think of it just being something that women can be diagnosed with, not catch, being diagnosed with. My aunt passed away from breast cancer. The shit is real. The shit is real and the shit is scary. But he says that he's fine. He's had a change in diet and he just looks at life completely different. I know y'all expected me to say something real trifling, but no, this is not the time to be trifling. For real though. I'm glad he's okay. He said he told his family, I'm assuming he was talking about Beyonce and Solange, and they all went and got checked out and everything is fine for right now. So shout out to Matthew Knowles. I'm glad he's okay because that breast cancer is a bitch. Do you hear me? He found it early on, and so everything is okay everything is okay. Everything is good. That's pretty much it, y'all. I'm done. I just want to come today and give y'all a little something. I'm about to go to the grocery store and then I'm gonna come home and wait for Basketball Wives to come on so we can talk about that shit tonight. Bye, y'all.